Alright ladies, so I thought I'd give an update on my Nissan Frontier adventure truck. I finally got my comms and navigation squared away, so this is kind of what the setup looks like. I ended up going with the iPad mini. It's an iPad mini 5 with the cell phone built in, so I do not have to run the external GPS little device, and I have the Gaia GPS. I've used this a few times already. Comes in really handy. I really enjoy this Gaia GPS, and it works perfect for what I do. What I did is I actually downloaded pretty much all of my maps that I need for where I go. I pretty much downloaded the entire state of California, and it took about maybe 8 or 9 gigs. My iPad mini is a 5, and it holds 250 gigs, so I've got a long way to go before I ever have to worry about storage issues. The cool thing with this is now that the maps are downloaded, if whatever happened, the cells go down or the towers go down, my maps are downloaded permanently, and this connects to GPS. It does not connect to the cell phone signal, so I can always get my GPS and map out where I need to go. In case I need a bug out or a really bad scenario happens in the state, I could still use my maps and my GPS because it connects to satellite, not cell towers. So this was money well spent. So again, it's an iPad mini 5, 250 gigs. I downloaded the entire state of California and part of Nevada and part of Arizona and even parts of Mexico, and I'm only at like 10 gigs used, so it's real handy. So this is my cell phone mount. I use this just usually to get to my trails, navigate through the city or whatever. And this is my primary one. I also download maps on here as a backup, just in case. So redundancy is good. And then as far as my comms, I just went with the regular CB radio for now. This is a Uniden Pro 510X. So pretty basic radio. I had the guy at the radio store tune it up, or the CB store tune it up, and it's pushing about 10 miles I can get on this thing, so not too bad. Mounted up the mic, so it works pretty good. There you go. So that's the comms and communication for right now. Seems to work pretty well, and then I'll show you the antenna that I put in. I did the install myself because I wanted to save the money. So there is the roof mount antenna. So it's a fiberglass, I think it's a Fire Stick 2-foot. When I'm not using it, I unbolt it or unscrew it and just put it in the back of the truck, but the mount is permanent up there. I drilled through the roof. Yeah, pretty easy install, pretty straightforward. Drilled through the roof, removed this headliner, mounted it right where that light is, and ran the wiring through the floor up to the dash. But pretty easy. But pretty easy, nothing too technical at all. So there you go, that's my setup. Comms and communication. Not a too bad setup. Really enjoy it. I've used this twice already. I just installed this a couple of days ago, so I'll probably take that out next weekend and see if I could communicate with some trail people that might be going with me. So we'll see on that. So overall, there's the setup. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, the mounts I use. I just use magnets. This is a magnet you buy on like eBay. It's a heavy duty super magnet, according to the ad. So just put a magnet on the back of the unit, mounts right there. I've taken this on some pretty rocky long trails and never budged, never moved. So holds it fairly well in place. I didn't have to drill anything to mount that. So there's a setup. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, ladies.